Before we get started, if you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, it's the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place. Let us explain.
Anchor has the tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast straight from your phone or computer.
When hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more.
It is everything you need to make a podcast in one place.
And best of all, Anchor is totally free.
Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. The following will be a regularly scheduled episode of Searching for McGuffin, but before that, we want to send our thoughts and prayers to the victims of the tragedy at Robb Elementary School in Texas. We want to invite you guys to join us in helping to support the families going through the trials in the wake of this great tragedy. So in the episode description, we have a link that you can follow to support those families directly. Additionally, for all of our supporters who are already helping us out, either as subscribers or in our new merch store, which you'll also see the link in this episode, all sales and proceeds from that and advertising this month will go directly to those families. Thank you.
Welcome back to Searching for McGuffin with your host,
George?
Zombie Dan.
Gabe?
And Link?
What did he say?
He's
Zombie Dan?
Yeah.
Zombie Dad?
Okay, I guess I'll just say my name.
He comes out of the grave and
Because-
just mows the lawn at night.
He's just like, makes you feel bad about all your life decisions and the fact that you're not living up to the potential
I
that
am
he wanted.
Zombie Dad.
He buys $5 movies in the bin in Walmart?
No, Kmart, because he's dead. Like Kmart.
No, our dads did it at Walmart.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Where's a Kmart?
Yeah.
Exactly. He said zombie dad because Kmart is dead.
Oh.
I caught that.
That was like 3 levels deep. That was like 6 feet under. Anyways, it looks like our ghostess with the mostess is back.
Our real host.
Yep. Dan is a real boy.
Bro, he's still a good host.
A good host.
A host. A fake host.
Well, welcome back to our monthly. It's the end of May. And gee, has a lot of stuff happened.
I feel like a lot of stuff happened.
Every month?
No. Like recent, just in the last week.
Yeah. Because early in the month, we're like, what are we going to talk about?
Well, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Summer's approaching. They got to get all this
You want to
stuff
show
out.
Yeah, you want to show everything that you have.
Yeah.
Everything's coming up.
Whoa. What are we talking about?
Summer.
Hot topics.
Oh. What have you seen?
I haven't seen anything since starting school at the beginning of the month.
Oh, that's right.
So it's just been a lot of studying and even when I have time to watch something, it's kind of just like, I don't know what to do, but I don't have the brain power to watch something. I was gonna try and watch Halo, and then you guys told me about what happens, and I was like, I probably won't do this. But I've seen a lot of trailers since they're quick and short.
Oh, okay.
Is Cortana considered a peking Tom? A peking...
I don't know.
Peeping Tom?
Yeah.
Peking.
Peeping.
Is that
Peeping.
Peeping?
Peking?
He's a peeking blind.
A pecking duck.
A peking Tom.
Peeping.
Peeping?
Is it peeping or peeking?
It's peeping.
Oh, I did not know that. Idioms are not my thing, guys.
Peeking?
And because you're peeking.
The anti-idiom agenda by Link.
Oh,
You're
like
peeking,
you're
but-
peeking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I
No,
did
it's
not.
peeking.
Peaky Blinder.
But
get
he's
you.
peeping.
Oh,
He's
dang. I did
peeping.
not know it
it's
was peeping.
Yeah, why did you just convince me it was peeking? It's peeping.
It's
I
peeping.
did. I said peeping.
Oh.
It sounds
wow.
like she's peeing. She's peeping.
No.
No.
That
That's
doesn't
not what
sound
I'm
like
trying
that
to
at
say.
all.
I'm just saying that.
No, it's a peeping Tom.
Yeah, because you're.
Peeping.
No, it's
'Cause he's-
peeking.
It's not a
It's-
peeking.
It is. Are you serious?
The Tom
This conversation is going
peeping.
extraordinarily long.
She's peeking. The Tom is peeking. He's
You know,
peeking.
okay.
You
it's
know
peaking.
who else is
What?
peaking?
Marvel?
Oh, Hot Topics?
Hot topics.
Are they peaking? Did they peak?
Did they peak already?
They peaked at Endgame, bro.
Whoa,
Okay, you said that, and then No Way Home, you were like, no.
You said that,
Listen,
and
listen.
Multiverse of Madness came out, and they peaked there.
Don't say that.
Do you know what peaking means?
Peaking.
Oh,
Yeah.
clearly not. Right?
No, it's peeping, right?
They peaked there.
Yeah.
You think they peaked
Multiverse
at
of
Multiverse?
Madness
That was the
peeped?
peak
They
of
peeped there.
like their
Yeah.
quality. That
They
was the
peeped.
best thing that they
peeped.
ever
They
did.
did not
No, that's what zombie dad thinks.
Yeah, zombie. When you peak somewhere, that means like that thing was the best one. Like that was the peak then.
I feel like, yeah, I know that.
So you're arguing that Multiverse of Madness was the best thing they did?
I guess I was deadpan.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
got it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I got it.
I
No.
clearly talked about not liking the movie.
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
Yeah, it's
It was like a Morbius moment where like I tried to joke about Morbius and everybody shut me down. They're like, "No, we're not doing
You
that."
can't
I didn't
even
shut
joke
you down.
about it.
It's
Oh,
Morbin
because I didn't watch it.
He hasn't seen it,
Oh, spoiler.
Oh,
but I think
Oh.
his life is better off for it.
It is.
Remember
I've
Yeah.
it's been a
Remember that time we
downhill
all went to go watch Morbius and then decided it wasn't even worth talking about on the show?
Dude, I will not lie, man. There was serious fear for like 10 minutes when you guys didn't show up to the theater and the movie was starting. I really thought, because it came on April Fool's, I really thought like you guys had pulled one of the greatest pranks on me.
I wish we did.
Yeah,
man.
we would have all been better for it. Even you probably. I don't know how, but
You know, he would have walked out.
oh, that's true. Yeah, he would have
I would have. I was gonna go watch the Jujutsu Kaisen movie.
again.
I was looking at times. Yeah, I would have watched it again over that.
I watched that movie by myself. I was very confused.
Yeah. You know what else kind of left me confused? That new Thor trailer.
Why were you confused?
I was confused as to why there was so much like talk about a certain character, a certain villain that one of my favorite actors is playing, Christian Bale.
I think you can.
Yeah,
name the
yeah, I'm
villain.
trying to
Yeah.
understand.
Wait, sometimes we're overprotective with like this is the trailer
Bro.
spoilers, but
Spoil
Okay,
stuff,
yeah.
man. Just spoil stuff.
Gore, the
That's
God
how you
Butcher,
pronounce it,
right?
right?
Is
Gore.
yeah,
it?
I mean he had been announced I think for months. I know
Yeah.
not everybody follows
I-
casting and all that, but
I didn't expect them to be seen so much throughout the whole trailer.
mm-hmm.
That's what caught me
I'm
by
cool
surprise
with
there.
it.
When's that movie come out, by the way? Do you guys know?
July.
like tomorrow.
It's July,
In July.
and we just got
Is-
a trailer right now.
Is July not tomorrow?
Wow,
No, we're June.
we're about to get to June.
We're about to get
Yeah.
to June.
It
Yeah.
is.
It is
It is
tomorrow.
July.
It's somewhere that.
Because
That, but that's
Sandal-
literal. Okay, but think about it. That you're right. Like that's literal weeks away. We're just getting a real trailer. We did already have a trailer before, like, but that was recent too.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like they wait so long and then drop like 3 things in the span of 3 weeks,
Yeah,
and I was like,
and we don't even have tickets yet.
what's the point? Yeah, tickets
I mean-
tickets are usually coming out.
I think
at
they
the-
know they get your
in the
money no
month.
matter what.
Yeah, we'll
At
I
this
don't
see.
point,
like that they do.
they're like, oh,
Yeah,
we don't even
we'll
have
see.
to try. We'll give them something, and
I-
they're gonna.
we
They'll
have
come.
to
Yeah, I don't
boycott.
like having that relationship with my content
me
provider.
neither.
I don't
Yeah.
want to be taken for granted.
Then protest. Don't watch the movie.
Well, no, because the movie looks good though.
Oh yes, I agree.
I will watch this one. I might not watch the next one.
What's the next one?
What's the next one?
Yeah,
You
well,
saying that? You're just saying that?
I'm definitely not gonna watch Black Panther 2.
Oh, I'm
You
gonna
may be
watch
right,
that.
yeah.
'cause-
Okay then. No, you're not.
No,
you said it.
No,
on
you said
air.
it.
Wow.
You can't watch it.
Oh,
Yeah, you're not gonna watch that one.
man.
Sorry, not invited.
Is producer Dan
No.
Producer
No.
Dan is gone.
Yeah, we have Ghost Dad.
a zombie?
Zombie dad.
Zombie
Zombie
Dad.
Dad. I'm sorry.
So yeah, the discourse I saw like was how his appearance, which I think was. I mean, I don't really know much about the character,
Uh-huh.
but I noticed that like, I guess physically they look different, obviously from the comics to
He has a nose.
the trailer.
He's a relatively new
human
character.
face?
Yeah, he is a
He's
relatively
from
new character.
2012, I believe.
Right. So I'm not super like I've seen pictures, but I'm not like super aware. I haven't read any stories, like full disclosure.
Yeah.
But I do know what he looks like. From what I'm hearing online, his looks don't really like play into his character much.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter
Yeah.
what he looks
doesn't
like.
matter.
Kind of looks like the God of War character.
Okay, but that's not what he looks like in the comics.
No, I know he doesn't
Oh,
look like
he
the
looks
comic.
like-
now he looks
Right.
Yeah, he looks like Kratos.
He
Yeah,
looks like-
Kratos now.
Davy Jones in the comics.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
they've
it-
kind of
Voldemort and Davy Jones.
See,
had a
the thing
baby.
is,
they've kind of already done characters that look like that.
yeah, like the thing is, I'm kind of glad that with like an actor of Christian Bale's caliber isn't just gonna be a CGI character.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
we went through this with like, and he was under makeup too, but Apocalypse was
with
played
Oscar
by
Isaac?
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was just so much makeup, so much costume, so much like CGI that it was like the performance was
Yeah,
lost.
there's
Like,
a certain point where you can't act through it.
yeah, why'd you even get Oscar Isaac? Because like I can't even tell.
Yeah, it doesn't
No.
matter.
Yeah,
I think they made the right choice.
I think so too.
I think so,
Grounding
too.
the character, making it more realistic.
I think they shouldn't have showed him so much.
I mean, I can.
There is a shot though that
Also-
he looks like he's constipated, and that's been going around. That's becoming like a meme, which I think is funny.
I also don't think they should have shown Jane that much either. But she was all over.
You just
Nah,
didn't
you
want to
got it.
trailer.
You just didn't want to trailer.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they should.
Oh.
I didn't expect them to do that. That's
Well,
why.
can we talk about that? Because especially me and Link, we try to avoid, but like the way they dropped this trailer, like in the middle of the NBA, conference.
Oh, were you watching
I
it there?
I mean,
That's
it
how
was
you
a-
watched it.
Yeah.
It was a
that's
highlight
how-
for us, for those watching the Heat game.
Yeah, but like there was no way. A bunch of people were sending the. Okay, I didn't see it. I wasn't watching it live, but I had everyone send me like, oh, like literally, I had friends who are not like super into this send me videos of them watching the trailer.
They sent you like a
'Cause they were
reaction
Yeah,
video.
yeah, exactly. Like just
Just they're watching the Heat game.
Yeah, because they were watching the Heat game and they're like, oh, he'll like this, and he'll.
Were you at a movie?
I don't know why.
Oh, I thought you were at a movie. at the
Actually,
time.
no. Okay, that took a weird turn. I don't think so. I haven't really gone to movies lately, except for tonight. But we'll talk about that a little later.
I'm so happy.
No, yeah, I just thought they showed a lot, man. I was like, wow. I feel
Well,
like-
I'm excited. Well, I'm ambivalent.
See, but they showed a lot, but I don't know where it's going. I don't know anything.
So I like that I saw him and her a lot because my expectation is that him and her are all over the movie.
I hope so.
That Christian Bale as Gore, right? That's his name.
Yeah.
Go.
Is going to be a constant villain, not in the background like they did in like Dark World, and that Jane is going to be front and center on the entirety of the adventure, not a thing that we find out like halfway through the movie. Now, I could be disappointed because we talked about a couple of episodes in the Multiverse of Madness. They showed us too much with that trailer, which they don't usually do, and I really hope that's not what's going on here. So I can understand your concern, and you might be right, but I'm really hoping that it's following the traditional pattern where, like, if we're seeing this is just the tip of the iceberg of like the role they play in that film.
I feel like they because I don't think they have enough. From what I know, it doesn't seem like they're gonna have a lot. They don't have any cameos, right? Like anything special, anything. You get me?
Well, the Guardians will be in the intro.
Yeah, the Guardians are gonna be in it, right? And they showed that because we knew that was gonna happen no
Mhm.
matter what.
Does anybody else feel like what you saw in the trailer was exactly what you imagined being in the movie? Like the workout, him starting with the Guardians, them leaving.
I mean, that's kind of what I was expecting.
Yeah, just like a Rocky 4.
I don't think for a movie multiple like the Multiverse of Madness that we all knew there were going to be cameos.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect any cameo in the trailers, but then because I think why would you do that?
Right.
This movie doesn't need any cameos.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, we all know Jane is going to be the next Thor
Mm-hmm.
for a while. I didn't think you need to have her so much.
Well, again,
to save the mystique, to save the
these people that follow casting and announcements at Comic-Con and things like that, your general audiences, your record-breaking audiences.
don't you think
they
they
have
would
no
hate
idea.
it though?
No, they want to show off.
Don't you
wanna
think
show
they
off
would
the
hate it?
cast.
Like, oh, what? We're having a female Thor. This is not. I don't like this.
That's
Well,
not the
if
reaction.
You're a horrible person, then yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
I mean, because you know how toxic the comic book community can be. But even
Listen.
you know how people could
That's
be
a
when it
whole-
comes
Okay,
to change like
okay,
that.
yeah.
I see Link's point.
Yeah,
definitely
I
see it.
do see Link's point, but also I think that the general audience is down for whatever
Yeah.
in a way that the comic book fans are. I also think that the big problem or quote unquote, conflict that was going on was that you were replacing Thor with Jane, and they're like, oh, she's going to be Thor now. You know what I mean? This trailer puts front and center, like, that's not happening here. There's two Thors. They're on an adventure together.
Maybe that's what they do that to ease.
See,
You know?
I mean,
Yeah,
I think I feel
like,
like
oh, it's not going to be her movie. It's their movie.
but no, but in the end, it's gonna be her.
yeah, I feel like a lot of people do believe that like something's gonna happen to Thor, possibly his demise,
I mean, yeah,
and then she takes over.
By the end
Yeah,
of this movie.
because
yeah.
even then, like,
But it doesn't feel like this movie's her movie.
No, it
it
doesn't.
will be at the end. Like, oh, okay, now she's a new Thor.
I don't feel that way.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think
His
so
the
either.
his whole training montage, his whole
No,
like,
it's
the
gonna
whole,
be
even
his,
the whole
it's gonna
trailer
be,
just
I
like
agree.
talking
It's gonna
about
be
the whole
his
thing.
movie. It's about his death. It's about his last story. That's what it feels like because when Korg's talking about when he's telling the legend of Thor,
Oh.
either he is dead or he is somewhere, like Captain America.
Man,
living-
I didn't even.
I
think
actually
about
hadn't
that.
thought about that.
So that's what I thought. They're telling the Legend of Thor and how
I wouldn't be
it ends,
surprised.
but it doesn't end. The Legend of Thor doesn't end because now you have Thorita, Jane.
Okay.
Bro, I thought Thor was
Are
gonna.
you gonna
Yeah.
trademark Thorita? Because
I thought Thor was gonna die like an Endgame. So
Yeah, so I think
every
either
every other
die-
appearance I have of Thor is a blessing.
But you
Yeah.
know
grateful
what?
for.
But you know what? I had just convinced myself that I guess he's not dying and he's just in for the long haul. But now you're giving me serious doubt.
I don't
now.
think he's
I
in
mean,
for the long.
No, I think this might.
I think this is last. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am aghast.
Listen,
I don't know if it's his last, but I would not be surprised if this is his last.
Or he takes a role where he's like, oh, he's not Thor anymore, and he can like do a cameo or show up in a movie.
Yeah,
it's
cameo.
listen, it's between that or he dies.
Yeah.
He's
I had
definitely
not con-
taking it back.
I had not considered this. You guys just raised the stake of this. I just thought we were gonna have fun, like what we do
you're
in the
losing-
shadows in space.
You're losing all your
nah,
Avengers. You
I
lost
think-
Tony. You lost Cap.
Yeah.
You lost Natasha.
Are we
You're
talking-
gonna lose
are we
this
gonna
guy.
talk-
We're gonna lose Black Panther.
You're
Are we
gonna
gonna
lose Black.
No, we're gonna lose like the
Okay,
character
yeah,
of
we're
Black
gonna lose.
Panther in Black Panther
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
They're gonna pass that mantle along. I know we lost Chadwick Boseman in real life, but even that we're gonna
Oh,
lose.
no, you still have the
T'Challa.
Black Panther. You lose T'Challa. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you'll still have a Thor.
Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah,
still
exactly.
have a
That's what I'm
Captain
saying.
America.
You're
You know,
losing,
but we're losing that original lineup.
No, because yeah, you're right. You
You
just
know?
can't say you're losing a Thor because literally that's his name.
No, because she's Thor too.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the power of Thor
No,
that
he's
makes
Jane
you Thor.
Austen Thor. This is Thor. Like
Her name's
Jane
Jane Austen.
Oh, whatever, what's her
She's
name?
back.
Oh
my
Jane
bad,
Foster.
Jane Foster Thor.
man,
Like-
how much would I pay for a Jane Austen Thor?
Thor.
Because
Alright,
he is
kinda-
T'Challa, Black Panther.
Pride
you get
and
me?
Prejudice and Thunder.
Killmonger, Black Panther. So Black Panther lives on.
I
Love
mean,
and Thunder is like the Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
and Thunder.
The
Jane
same-
Austen Thor.
Wow.
I mean, the same way we have Captain America, and it's still Captain.
still
America.
Captain
Yeah.
America, yeah.
Well,
Also-
It's just a mantle.
no,
the
she's-
exception is Thor because
No,
That's his
it's-
name.
No, it's not because he's
the
Thor
mantle
Odin's
of
son,
Thor.
but he's given the power of Thor. She's given the power of Thor. The hammer says the power of Thor, and when she started as Thor, she was in the title Thor. She's Thor.
Yeah.
She's
yeah,
Thor
but
now.
you say
This
it's
is my
confusing.
This is my question. This is like that universe is Jane Foster, right?
Don't stop.
No, don't
Nah.
do this.
Because
to
I'm
me.
really
Don't
worried
do
no, no,
about
no,
that.
no, no,
No,
Jane,
No,
Jane-
no, they said
it's
they
Jane
dated.
Austen's universe.
Oh, you-
They
So it's
in
a
the
different one.
trailer,
she wrote Pride and Prejudice and then came
In
over.
the what? In the what?
In the trailer, she's like, "Oh, it's been like 3 years." And
Okay,
he's like,
okay,
"It's been
so it's-
7 years, 3 months, whatever."
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, well, I heard speculation.
I'm terrified,
That
guys.
I'm
means-
terrified too.
that means she was snapped, right?
Oh,
Because she's like 3 years and he's
Man,
like 8.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I
getting
caught that
really
too.
hard.
Yeah.
No,
to
no,
keep
but
track of
I'm
everything.
but I'm genuinely afraid now. Now, like the implications of what could be and who can be, and when they can be, and where they can be.
You know, and going back to that multiverse conversation that you're talking about, my friends, my family were like, "Oh, when is this Multiverse of Madness coming to Disney Plus?" And I think they have a date. It's not written in stone, but we have like indication it's at some point in July. And because I was like, you don't have to go to the theater. Don't rush out to go watch.
I said the same thing today.
Yeah.
Actually, someone asked me
And
about.
I was like, it's gonna be free in like 30 days, dude. Just chill out. It's already been 15. So but then I thought I can't let them watch it by themselves because they're gonna need like an encyclopedic like guide.
because it's too
I'm
much.
looking
It's becoming a lot to keep
Oh.
track of.
Double check.
Yeah, because it's like who they're gonna be like. For example, they didn't watch the X-Men movie, so they're gonna be like, who are these people? You know what I mean? What is?
Yeah, and
what
then
does
like
all this
having to
mean?
explain like Black Bolt and like Captain Carter.
Yeah, even Captain Marvel, because it was like they probably saw that movie once, and then they didn't know, like they don't remember. They're not thinking about what happened
Yeah,
in Captain
exactly.
Marvel. Another trailer that we saw was for the Disney Plus series, also Marvel. While we're on the topic of Marvel, what did you guys think of She-Hulk?
Haven't seen it.
You haven't seen the trailer? We sent the
No,
trailer.
but we-
Yeah.
I
Well,
saw
sent it.
pictures. I saw screenshots.
Oh, that's right. Because who saw this first?
I sent
It
it.
was you. You
I
sent
didn't
it.
watch it first.
Oh, you shared it before you watched.
I do
it.
that with every trailer.
Really?
No,
I
that's
just
the
send it
thing
first.
now. It's just like as soon as you get the information,
I have to be the first one.
Send it.
I just,
Oh, it's a fake trailer. I'm
here you
sorry.
go. Just so you
Oh, I have a
guys are
virus.
in the.
Oh, no.
It's just so you guys are in the know.
Okay.
I'm not in a rush.
I remember that I was busy, so I couldn't see it right away.
Wait, I'm not in a rush, but I'm in a rush to send it to you.
It's just, I just want everyone to know. It's
I don't
out.
even know why I'm like arguing with him. I do the same thing.
It doesn't matter to me. It's
He
just for
doesn't
you.
care about the content. He cares about the conversation
Ex-
about the content.
Exactly.
And
It's
he
like,
doesn't
here you
mind
go.
if it starts without him.
It's the friends
Exactly.
you make along the
You know, there's
way.
actually like the thrill of being the first person to break news to someone.
Yeah.
Like that's what.
See, I like being the first one to send.
Yeah, the guy from the
trailer.
NFL, Adam Schefter, does that all the time. Like he talks about being the thrill of, being the first one to have release news, but sometimes that can get you in trouble.
Yeah, you just gotta.
Yeah.
You
Because
gotta
you're
be
like,
right.
oh, this, and then you're like, oh no, that's not true.
You just gotta be right.
Yeah.
Or even stuff like if you.
Or if you do it, be objective about it.
Yeah.
Because this guy gets in trouble by stating some.
Yeah, but
Facts.
even sometimes.
I don't say anything. I just say, here's a trailer.
Yeah, here's the
Bro,
trailer.
like that
No,
guy-
but that could have been wrong because if I
Nah.
saw that trailer, I would have been like, this is not. Disney did not release this.
No, like that guy that like leaked the Spider-Man pictures.
Yeah.
The No Way Home pictures.
Mhm.
That guy should
And
go
then
to
they
jail.
found out it was like he found out it was actually real. And then he tried to say, he's like, they're not real, man. You can like
That guy
tell by
should go to
looking
jail.
at Tobey Maguire's crotch. And then everyone's like, hey, yo, what?
That guy should go to
Just
jail.
like now.
So the She-Hulk, you guys were
Oh
commenting
yeah,
on it.
She-Hulk.
And like a lot of the conversation was negative, and I try to be positive because I'm a natural pessimist. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna give it a fair chance. Plus, we've talked about this show in the past. I was super stoked. If you would have asked me a couple years ago, like, what's your dream lineup for TV shows? I was like, Moon Knight, like Winter Soldier, She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, because I actually like that book. So when they announced that slate, I'm like, okay, someone has the same reading list that I do, but that's not what I got. I remember being especially negative once I saw it.
It's just it looks rushed.
It looks rushed,
It's
yeah.
simple as that. They're churning out content, and it doesn't feel like they're putting that little bit of love.
But the Hulk looked
Into
good in it.
That's the weird part.
I guess you can say they already had stuff.
because it's the
Yeah.
same
already-
assets.
Yeah,
I'm
sort of.
assuming.
But the Hulk looked good while She-Hulk looked.
Hulk's in it?
Oh, you still haven't seen it? That's right.
No?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Hulk's
you-
in it. Yeah, Mark
Oh,
Ruffalo's in it, and
it
he seems
takes-
like
No, don't worry about that.
It
So I'm
takes
always
place-
spoiling stuff. I'm sorry.
It takes place during the blip. The 5
takes-
oh
days.
yeah, the show takes place during.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
That is cool.
So yeah, it's Professor Hulk before the event.
I like that. That's
yeah,
cool.
me too. I like.
I just don't like the way she looks, but
Yeah,
the CGI. I don't like the way
that
the
was
CGI
the main
looks.
problem because it's
Well, to be honest, I haven't even seen it in motion. I just seen pictures.
yeah.
It's
My wife asked me, "Is this done? Like, did Disney release this? Is this
It's
did
like
this
the-
leak?"
It's like the Wolverine origins before VFX.
Yeah, she's really, and I mean, in their defense, visual effects people actually went online and said, "Yeah, we're still working on
Yeah,
it."
they said there are still.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
and that's okay. Like
That's like not a lie, right? That's
No,
like
no, I don't think it's a lie because
good, good,
they
good.
also talked about like in the industry, and I know it to
yeah,
be true.
That stuff's not
they're
done.
pressing
until,
them like, yo,
Like they were working on Avatar and Endgame like days before
Before,
release
yeah.
because now they don't have to send it like by the mail on a big reel. It's just a digital upload like the night before
Avatar, like
that unlocks.
the
So
blue people Avatar?
yeah,
Like the new trailer?
No,
No.
the first movie.
Oh.
Like I know that historically in this past these CGI heavy movies, like literally days before.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the new one. I was like,
I mean,
You mean
even
that
for
guy's,
the
like,
new
had,
one,
like,
I'm sure
11 years?
Yeah, because
Yeah. I'm sure
Yeah.
they put the finishing touches on these like
Yeah,
trailer
I'm
scenes.
sure they're
and
still-
I'm sure the rest of the movie
Yeah.
is not even
Yeah.
close to that.
Yeah, well, because we also talk about them lying to us, where they show us stuff that's
VFX
not
wise.
in the movie, but sometimes they don't know that they're lying to us because they're still cutting the movie. So, like those scenes, we're like, "Oh, that never happened. That never happened." And for them, this is an iconic moment. Let's put this in the trailer. You know, 3 months later, they're like, "Oh, we have to scrap this whole scene for pacing or something like that." You know, so sometimes they're not just trying to trick us or trying to hide the secrets. They're just still a work
Not
in
done,
progress. Yeah. So hopefully,
I mean, we'll see. Like,
Yeah.
it's whatever. I'm indifferent.
it's just a trailer. I'm still gonna watch. Here, that's the other thing. There's low stakes.
We really didn't even get much either because
I don't even know what the show's about.
yeah, I
what
don't
it's
know what the
like.
show's about.
I mean,
Isn't the comic book like very humor? Comedy
Yeah,
oriented?
They
You
break the
didn't-
fourth
You
wall.
didn't even get.
and
You didn't even see that in the trailer.
Yeah, yeah.
So we have no idea what it's about.
They had a couple of jokes, but it wasn't much more different than most Marvel stuff.
Exactly.
It was
So,
the usual Marvel.
yeah.
joke,
It's
like-
not taking itself super seriously, but it's also not breaking any new walls. So
Yeah.
I don't.
sounds like a binge to me.
It-
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's longer, right? Technically.
Well, actually, I heard that it was 10, and then I think they cut it down to 8. If I'm
But
not
even
mistaken.
though they're 20 minutes episodes.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
20-minute episodes?
Well, it's a half-hour show, but which we
come
learned
on,
from
we know,
Wanda, they can go 8 to 10 minutes of just credits. So
And then, ooh, here's a little scene at the
Okay.
end. It's
yeah.
a binge,
Cool.
bro. It's a binge.
We watching that though. Okay, cool.
So it'll be like 2 months before we just crack that one open. I mean, we already have Disney Plus, so. But what else is coming to Disney Plus while we're in this Marvel moment?
I don't know.
Oh, that's spilled all over you.
Okay, this is just becoming a trend now.
Sorry, I needed a Celsius break.
That's strangely satisfying.
Dude,
Some
that is
ASMR right there.
Daredevil or something about Daredevil.
What? What'd you say about Daredevil?
Oh, I think Link broke this to me.
Broke what?
This news.
What news?
I also
news?
thought I sent this first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think
What
he
are you guys
sent it,
talking
not
about?
Me, yeah.
I was listen. I had COVID. I was sending news.
Oh, okay. Link has just spent so much time talking about Daredevil that I just
Sorry.
Associate Daredevil news
with Link. Yeah.
Wait, what are you guys saying about Daredevil?
Oh yeah. Okay. So Dan was sick with COVID.
So I was sending news.
Yeah, and
You
then
were
Gabe.
saying what?
And then Gabe
You
was
were
getting
sending what?
What were you sending?
news.
Oh.
I was about to. Did you get?
No.
those?
I was like, yo, COVID brain, bro.
Okay.
Hot
So-
topics.
Hot
So-
topics.
News headlines were being sent by
I'm
Dan,
saying
Fast
news.
and Furious, and Gabe on the other end had started working on his doctorate, so he's just missing all of these. He's like just like
Dude, I don't know anything.
yeah.
He only saw that Master Chief has
Gabe.
a special moment.
That's
Hot
right.
topics.
Hot topic.
Gabe only like pops his head out of his house to come do this show, and then he runs back. Into a
That is
book.
really actually
Yeah.
what happens.
Yeah, he actually just like in the middle of like discussing this, he went to the restroom and just took a quiz.
Yeah, so we get to break all this awesome news to him.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Daredevil.
so what is this? What is this news?
Daredevil's coming back without Charlie Cox.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
All right.
Ben Affleck.
He
He's
would've-
coming back.
You're gonna
and-
have to get your own Disney Plus subscription.
listen.
You
I
you have your own, right?
Wait, you
I suggest you cancel that.
you pay you pay for Disney Plus?
yeah,
I pay for your Disney Plus.
Yeah, exactly. You pay for Disney Plus?
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was someone
No,
else.
yeah, no. It's like the account is linked to the other account, but the payment goes through him.
I'm the
Oh.
financial backer.
Oh, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you. I was
it's
confused. I
coming
didn't know who
back
did.
with Charlie Cox. I would have told you if it was.
This is rumor, by the way. This is not an official announcement, but it's heavily speculated that
No,
they're
wait, but
already
they
on-
have showrunners.
Wait, but he's not serious, right?
He's
Like
just-
it is
Yeah,
Charlie
it
Cox.
is Charlie
Like
Cox.
there's no shot. Like dude,
No,
they put him in the
no.
movie
It's
and then
Charlie Cox.
It's
However,
Echo. Echo is
we-
Daredevil.
we
now.
know-
it's different. It has different writers, different showrunners
It has different showrunners.
Yeah,
than
well,
the
that-
ones from the original show, which I'm kind of worried about.
But
They-
those showrunners
They
are.
did internal affairs.
How do
Yeah,
we feel
the stuff
about
they
that?
done, I'm not.
I'm not a
like,
fan.
They
Yeah,
don't
I'm
do
not
like
a fan of-
CSI or something. I don't know.
They did like
I just made that up.
some. No, it was. I think it was internal affairs that they did.
What is Internal Affairs?
I don't know.
It's like one of those
A CBS show.
Yeah,
Infernal Affairs is one of my favorite like Asian films. The one that inspired The Departed. Did they write that movie?
No,
Oh, okay.
Wait,
they did internal affairs. Some
They're not
CBS.
coming back.
they're
No,
not coming
it's
because
completely
apparently
different
those
people.
guys, the creators. I mean, not the creators. The showrunners have contracts with Netflix, so they can't.
Yeah, they're
come
making
back.
a new show for Netflix.
Why do I hate Netflix?
So,
Okay,
are
but-
we excited about this, or are we
Nah.
kind of
Yes.
sad about
No.
this?
No, I don't care. I'll take it.
You'll
I'll
take a
it.
mediocre show.
Listen,
No,
I said it in the Moon Knight episode. I said I would be cool if they just never did. They never continued Daredevil, and he was just a character that was in this show and that show.
And I said I was cool with that too.
and I was cool.
But
with
I'm
that.
also cool if he gets a new show, and I'll give it a chance.
I was cool with him getting a new show if it had the same showrunners.
Yeah, we speculated very heavily days before.
We
Again,
got that
and
news.
even the showrunners are rumored. By the
No,
way,
no, I thought it
No,
was
that,
already
I'm
confirmed.
pretty sure that's confirmed.
they did not announce. No, it's confirmed in the industry, but it's not like they could still drop out now. This could still not materialize. Disney has
Okay,
not put out. We
that's
know
fair,
who
yeah.
Disney has targeted to develop the show that they seem to be working on.
and I don't like.
But
Bro,
officially, it doesn't exist.
Bro, and even then, Disney will officially announce titles and then just
and
put
then
it on
just
the
cancel
back
it,
burner
yeah.
and then just
They'll
not
even
have
tell
it.
you who's doing it when.
Hey,
and-
yeah, you're right. We still might not get a.
And then
Daredevil
Yeah.
like
show.
maybe a year later, they put an announcement. They're stepping away because the creative vision does not align. Does that sound like anybody we know?
I don't know. You're gonna have to be more specific because that sounds like everybody.
That sounds like a lot of
Yeah,
people.
Oh, okay.
Star Wars.
Sorry,
that
that's
sounds
what I
like-
meant. But
It's like
John
everybody on Star
Watts,
Wars.
the
We can
guy
just
from-
say Star Wars because it's like Ryan Johnson, the Game of Thrones guys.
you know they still say
Debbie
that.
Off and Wise.
Isn't Ryan Johnson still making his thing?
Yeah, okay.
But he's so busy with.
with Knives Out. Disney literally just said that. He's
Yeah.
so busy with Knives Out too. How busy can you possibly be with one movie?
Netflix,
It's
bro.
elaborate. The
Nah, I
movies
think
are
they're gonna make a
elaborate.
bunch. That's why.
Yeah, I know they're gonna make a bunch.
Knives Out franchise, baby.
But
I'm
last
excited for that.
I
though.
hope
Yeah,
they
but
better
guys-
get a
What's
board
that?
game. We better get a board game, right?
Rise of Skywalker was 2019, so that means they handed the keys over to Ryan Johnson in like 2017. You're telling me he's just too busy because of Knives Out?
that trilogy's never gonna happen.
That's not
Let's
gonna
be-
happen. Debbie Off and Wise. That's not
Mhm.
gonna happen either.
No, that isn't gonna happen.
yeah, I
That's
know.
not. They canceled that
Oh,
already.
yeah.
I know, and neither is your movie with the Spider-Verse guys.
Yeah,
That's
that
not-
was canceled a
that's-
long time
Sorry.
ago.
yeah, they
Yeah,
even made another.
That's why
movie.
that's the worst Star Wars movie.
I
I'm
feel
sorry?
for you.
Yeah, episode 1 is worse.
It's worse than episode 1.
Okay, well,
Um,
hot takes and hot topics from Link.
That's a lie, right?
Okay, it's just him doubling down. I'm open-minded. Okay, because
whatever. We'll see.
Who-
I'm numb.
I didn't know the showrunners for season 3, and
About like TV shows or in general?
just in life.
But weren't the showrunners already
MCU.
working there with them?
Did you say MCU?
I'm numb.
Didn't
to
they
the
just get
MCU,
promoted?
Oh, I thought we were talking about Star Wars.
bro.
not yet.
I'm not numb to Star Wars yet, but
Didn't they-
Yeah.
but maybe.
Yeah,
that's gonna
so-
happen eventually.
Weren't the showrunners already working in season 1 and season 2?
I'm
They
not
just
sure.
got promoted.
I don't know. That sounds right.
I believe.
So
Of what?
Of Daredevil.
I thought all 3 seasons have different shows.
Bro, it's Charlie Cox,
I
man.
thought so
the
too.
first one is
It's
Drew-
Charlie Cox.
Drew
I'm gonna give him.
Goddard.
I'm
But
excited.
he doesn't even finish season 1, doesn't? Doesn't he? Like he's the showrunner, but
He
then he
finishes
just
it.
executive produces it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
and
no.
they have a different. Yeah, because he's not even really the showrunner for 1.
Zombie,
No, he is
Zombie
for one.
Dad. Do you think it's gonna be
Is
bad?
Listen, I don't think it's gonna be bad, but it's not. It's never gonna live up to what it was.
You think it's gonna be bad, Link?
I'm gonna lower my expectations.
I
'Cause
think
it's
you should do
Daredevil,
that
so
for
I have
I
to
think
have
you should.
high-
That's
I think
fair.
you should do that for everything.
So-
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do about my.
I mean,
my
I've
exam
learned.
grade next week.
I mean, I don't think that with the like I said before, with the Marvel shows that are coming out, my expectations are low on them because I haven't been impressed with them,
I mean,
and I'm scared they're gonna ruin something.
I understand.
I think WandaVision and Loki were impressive.
They were impressive.
I
They
can
were,
see.
yeah.
I can understand both sides.
Okay.
I really can.
I can also understand both sides because
I
at
don't.
the same
I don't
time-
think there has been a bad Marvel show.
I don't think
They
they've
haven't
been bad.
I don't think they've been great.
I think.
They've been good.
I feel like okay.
I don't know.
Your mileage may vary.
Yeah, it's to
Yeah.
each
I
their
think
own.
if you're like, oh, this was my, and that might be what it is. These Marvel shows are more like not for everyone, and each one is like for a particular person.
I think they're coming out too quickly for
Mhm.
me.
Yeah,
Getting burnt out.
yeah.
That's why you need to include more Star Wars in there.
Please.
What?
Soon.
Oh,
Yeah. Speaking about Star Wars,
that was a good one.
That was a good one. I thought we were gonna talk about Star Wars in a little bit later though. There's a couple other things we should probably discuss before we
Oh.
get to.
Like
thought-
what?
Well, we're talking about Marvel. DC's kind of silent, but I know Warner Brothers is in the middle of that big merger that we've been talking
Yeah,
about
those guys.
the past couple of weeks.
Their logo.
And we've been speculating. What does this mean for streaming? What does this mean for DC? Now we're starting to get an idea as Discovery starts to make decisions for Warner Brothers, DC, and all their other properties. This is something that hits close to me. It's like a little issue, but it's a bigger issue. I was expecting the Batman to have a crossover in a specific game that I play a lot. Fortnite. It was heavily rumored. It didn't happen. And news came out recently that Warner Brothers Discovery is restructuring to not have crossovers with different games and platforms, especially in the video game industry, because they want to go all in on multiverses.
That's stupid.
You guys you've seen this game? Multiverses?
Dumb.
That's what it's
oh,
called.
I thought you meant like literal the concept
Yeah.
of multiverse.
Yeah.
Well, this was when they pitched this game to me at first. I was also very confused because I thought it was like a metaverse thing.
It's
for
not?
DC. It's just a crossover fighter.
Yeah, it's like
Dude,
Smash Bros.
It's
Yeah.
the third.
Wait, that's a game?
What did you think it was?
Isn't that the one?
I thought it was Fortnite. I didn't know it was like its own thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
you thought
no,
that was
it's like its
Like a
own
DC
fighter.
Fortnite.
yeah, no, it's its own thing. It's a Smash clone, basically.
Listen.
Yeah,
listen.
Nickelodeon's got one.
Yeah,
The
Nick.
Smash
That one kind of
clones.
sucks.
No, that one's one of the best
I'm
games
sorry,
on the
Nintendo,
market right
man.
now.
No, what are you talking about? Game
They've gone
sucks.
too
I
far.
love that game.
They have like 2 characters.
Dang.
No,
wait.
it has like 16 now.
But like out of all the characters that they're gonna start with that one, oh man, that sucks. That's got to be heartbreaking for you.
We were having 2 conversations at
Yeah,
the same
what-
time.
what
so
are we
I don't know
talking
what
about?
we're talking
The Batman in Fortnite.
Yeah, right. That's the one that because I
Because I've been asking you for a while. I was like,
Mhm.
when's
and
it
I
gonna
was
go?
so
When's it
sure,
gonna
right?
go?
And I was telling you, it's got to be now when the movie comes out.
Yeah.
No, it's got to be when it comes to HBO. No, it's got to be for the Blu-ray release.
Aw, so you didn't get.
Nah, I didn't get Battinson in the game,
That's so sad.
but that's just a symptom of a bigger issue. The fact that now Discovery, in control of Warner Brothers, wants to create this walled garden.
Don't you just love public domain? I wish everything was in the public domain.
There was something else I heard about public
That's a
domain
longer
recently.
conversation for later. And we can talk about the public domain. But before that, what do you guys think about them putting all their eggs in their own basket? Like, for example, Multiverses, this is a fighting game.
I hate it because that game's gonna fail.
Why do you think
Why do you
that?
say that?
Every Smash clone doesn't do great. It's gonna be average. It's gonna do average on sales.
Yeah, average, yeah. Like,
It's
I don't know
gonna-
about fail, but yeah, average.
Gonna go.
It's going to be a fad.
People are gonna be talking about it for like a weekend.
Yeah, it's also a
And then it's
free-to-play
gonna be
game,
gone.
I'm pretty sure, right? It's a free-to-play game.
I have
I
no
didn't even
idea.
know.
I didn't know it was its own game.
It's
so-
never
yeah.
gonna compete with Smash.
Yeah,
Let's be real.
and I think
I don't think that's the goal of that. But
I think it might be.
You make a
you're
game
gonna
like
compete with Smash.
you make a game like that, you're going to compete with Smash.
listen, say what you will
No,
about
I think I feel like making a game like that, you're trying to tap into that market that Fortnite is into right now.
right. Okay.
The Fortnite of having all those crossovers and all those things. Like if you own all those IPs, like why not make your own stuff? I understand what they're trying to do. Do I like it that they're doing it? No. Like I love collaboration. I love the stuff that they do in Fortnite. I love that type of
See,
stuff.
Right.
but it's not about the collabs and everything coming. It's just the structure of the game is like Smash. So you're gonna
Yeah, it's a Smash clone.
Yeah, it's just Smash clone. It's the
And-
same mechanics. It's the same.
And then the other thing is too is like that you're pulling collabs with a product that's not a competing. Sure, it's a video game, but like I won't be able to have a shooter experience with these characters
Yeah.
because you're making a fighting game. Like
That's the weird part. It's not even.
How did they? How did
you're
they,
leaving money on the table.
You've seen a trailer for like a gameplay?
we haven't
of this?
seen gameplay. We haven't seen gameplay.
You've been described gameplay.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's been pitched as a Smash fighter.
It says Smash. Like so, it's like Nick.
yeah, it's like
What
Yeah,
Nick.
Nick.
What Nick did.
It's a little bit like Brawlhalla's like that.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
it's like
it's
handful of games.
platforms side.
They're
2D.
never that successful, and you know what? Hopefully, maybe
So that-
it gets big, but
So that
they
one thing
usually
of
don't.
games. So because they're making this different type of game, they cannot put characters like that. Their characters in games like Fortnite. and stuff.
That's correct. Yeah. But and it's it's difficult because we don't have like all these sales numbers disclosed. So it's funny because we look like you talk about Brawlhalla. Who cares about Brawlhalla, right? Who plays Brawlhalla? But that game is going strong
No,
with
What is that?
microtransactions. You know what Brawlhalla is?
No.
It's a Ubisoft fighter. It's a Smash clone by Ubisoft, and they have like Assassin's Creed, Rayman.
it has a strong.
What?
base.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Are
I
you
thought they
serious?
just had,
Yeah,
like, their own
it's-
created characters.
Yeah, it's free to play too. Yeah. But these free to play models, they've changed the way that these companies make money. So like it has a dedicated fan base that just keeps buying skins for it. And and as these video game models change, what we know about gaming starts to shift. For example, another big breakup that's been going on is EA and FIFA. Have you heard about this game? You're a
Mhm.
resident football aficionado.
Yeah.
Football.
I
What do you know?
I play FIFA every year. I'm like a dummy.
That's how I was with Madden.
Not a big fan of EA.
Same.
Why?
Just I know they're different studios that make these games, but
They really care about money.
pretty much like
Mm-hmm.
they hit me hard with Battlefront 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then just ensuing EA like FIFA games, they take off like certain game mechanics. They add certain stuff in. They put a lot into like you having to like build your own team with like real money.
Yeah,
and
we're
stuff
talking
like
about
that.
microtransactions, right? Ultimate Team. That's a big one in your game, Link, Madden, and in your game,
It's
FIFA.
It's ridiculous, and so, but I mean, people do it. People buy it. People pay. They make money, so they keep doing it. And it's just over the years, it gets annoying and tiring, and it doesn't make the game fun.
Is it playable?
Yeah,
Like,
I
can
mean,
you have-
no. The thing is,
do you still have a season mode, a franchise mode?
yeah, you
Okay.
can do that.
'Cause that's
like,
still
but like that's
fun.
like mainly like offline though. Like,
Yeah.
What
you
do
do your
you
own thing,
Yeah, what are you hinting at, Link?
Because Madden doesn't have a franchise mode anymore.
which
Instead, they have
blows
that.
my mind.
You know, they have that thing you were talking about.
The Ultimate Teams.
Ultimate Teams is dumb. In my
Yeah.
opinion.
So it's
I
like
don't-
Ultimate Teams
yeah.
are like online
Yeah, I
exhibitions,
just
right?
want
What
to
else
play
are-
as the Dolphins. I want the Dolphins to win. I don't care about other players.
Yeah, that's
Listen,
only ever gonna.
I mean,
happen
a
in
lot of the
Madden,
reason
huh?
is, I mean, FIFA is the, I mean, EA, FIFA, whatever,
Mhm.
is the dominant sports title. It's dominant soccer game, and like I play it because I mean a lot of my friends have it, and it's what I grew up playing.
It's like McDonald's. Like
Yeah.
if you're in a room with 15 people, where are we gonna eat? That's the only place you're gonna get everybody to agree on.
It has those it has the licenses
Not-
for
not-
like the
not
likenesses.
Yeah, not us.
We'll go to
but
Taco Bell.
I'm saying grab 15 random people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It has the licenses for players. It has the name, the big names, and
Mhm.
all that stuff like that. So it's like that's the game. But like if it wasn't like that, I don't know. So basically, the split. Sorry, you were gonna say something?
Yeah, well, I don't know what reasons you heard. This is what I heard
Mhm.
from EA's side, which was the opportunity to let go of the FIFA brand now provides more opportunities to explore gameplay that FIFA wouldn't allow, because the benefit of having the World Cup and the FIFA branding.
When you say FIFA, you mean EA or FIFA?
No, I'm talking
Or
about
the FIFA franchise.
the
Video-
body.
Yeah, the body, yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
that EA's deal with FIFA limited them on what they could do. But I think you heard on what some of
No,
these
yeah, it's-
opportunities are.
Yeah, it's more of along in that same vein. There was it had been months of like negotiations trying to establish a new contract because they'd been together for like 20 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
But it was on the same vein of like wanting that freedom, and I believe one of the like an executive or a manager at EA was speaking about publicly without even going through FIFA first, talking about it.
Right.
Had mentioned like they could like change the names of certain titles, like introducing that idea to possibly get fans ready to accept that. And FIFA was not on board with that. Like they were just like, why would you why would you speak publicly about this without even coming to us? And like EA also wanted the freedom to possibly go through like electronic financial avenues such as like NFTs and stuff like that, and using the FIFA name in their brand and having like individual NFTs and stuff like that, which I still don't know what those are.
We've got to do an episode on that at some point.
And
It's the
so-
only way we're gonna learn.
And so that's true. And so yeah, FIFA was not on board because FIFA was like, this is our brand, like the name, like you use our
it's not
name.
yours. Yeah, it makes sense.
And FIFA's like, they didn't want to give them that freedom
Mhm.
with their name basically, and like pretty much I feel like they just wanted to make their own NFTs
Uh-huh.
to get their own money. So it all comes
That's a
down to money.
crazy thing to me, to break a 20
Yeah.
plus year relationship.
Yeah, it's just it was a snowball effect. A lot of things going on through negotiations, and they just fell through. And then EA's like, you know what? I think we have a big enough base that we can continue our success and do like have the freedom that we want and being autonomous and doing our own thing.
Yeah, I heard they have to
With-
negotiate with individual players and teams.
Yeah.
in football.
And I think
Yeah.
they will do it. I think they're gonna be able to get a lot like major licenses, and I think, to be honest, I think the big loser in this is FIFA.
Really?
They
To-
said they were gonna make their own game.
Yeah, FIFA's
So there's gonna be
FIFA's gonna be looking
three.
for another studio,
EAFC
another
is what I
publisher
heard.
to
Competition, baby.
There's
yeah,
gonna be three
another
soccer
publisher.
games.
I mean, it could be good to have the competition, but I mean, as far as like where we are now, there's been a lot of challengers in that
Dang.
realm,
Mhm.
but I mean, none of them have really been able to keep up with EA's FIFA. So we have one more FIFA 23, I believe, is the last title they're gonna have together, which is
Mhm.
gonna come out at the end of this year, and then after that, we'll be having separate games.
That's
And
interesting because Ultimate Play has essentially been NFTs this whole time.
Yeah.
It's true.
It
That's
really
true.
is, huh?
Yeah, and I thought about it. It's like a digital Yeah,
Like a
digital tokens.
token that you can use as players.
Yeah, they have gameplay.
Which is
yeah.
a little bit cooler. You can actually do something with it.
Yeah, because it has stats and it has
you can use
value, and it's like that makes sense instead of it just like being like this
you know,
a picture in
digital,
a
yeah,
digital
picture.
picture in a random locked up vault
Right.
somewhere.
Yeah, that's actually not that bad.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Are you just coming around on Ultimate Team?
No.
I thought he was coming around on NFTs.
It's better than an NFT because you
Okay.
can at least use it to play. You can create something with that. Would I do that? No, I hate that.
As long
But
as
I think it's better than just an NFT.
as long as it's done in a responsible way. It doesn't
You know it's not gonna be a
require-
responsible way. You know it's gonna they're
EA
gonna
is
charge.
never gonna do it.
They're
right.
gonna nickel and dime me for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see what FIFA comes up with and who they partner up with.
It's exciting, man.
EAFC, I don't know. I hate EA, but I somehow
What do you think of the FC name?
I think it's fine.
Yeah,
I
EA
think-
Football Club.
I think that's a good. I think that was a good
EAFC.
yeah.
I think that rolls off the tongue.
I
that's
think
a good
everyone's
transition.
I think everyone's still gonna call it FIFA. For
You think
years to come?
yeah. You think people are gonna get it confused with EA UFC?
No.
because they make that game too.
I
No.
forgot about the game.
I
The game was
even-
fun.
Yeah,
And like
I only play it when it goes free
2011.
on EA Play. Is that what they're called now? They've rebranded it so
Yeah.
many times.
rip
Speaking
FIFA.
of these new modalities of gameplay, we're talking about Ultimate Team, NFTs, microtransactions, everything from digital currency, V-Bucks, Poke coins, right? Square Enix, have you guys heard about this? They sold a couple of their properties, Deus Ex, Legacy of Kain, the big one, Thief. The big one is Tomb Raider. You guys know the Tomb Raider game?
yes.
You guys know these games, right?
Yeah.
Big movie franchises, etc.
Yeah.
So they just this month, early May, they sold off for like $300 million these franchises so that they could explore new avenues of, I guess, commerce, currency.
You really just like you're hearing that a lot now. Huh?
Yeah. They're cashing out to invest in blockchain, Bitcoin, digital currency. And they did so. And then the market crashed.
It's so weird to me that a company like that would do that.
That is so
all
weird.
all
weird.
the power you have comes from these titles.
Mm-hmm.
You just threw
But
it
it's
all
like
away.
as a company, like I mean, I guess it's like what executive, like a board came to that decision. They're just like,
It
yeah,
had to have been.
let's just throw this money into this.
Bro, they must have been like under the influence of something because that's wild.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
man. That's insane.
But more and more you hear it, like professional athletes taking half of their salary through Bitcoin, or other kind of Dogecoin, other digital currencies.
It's just to me, it's like that was dumb. But for a video game studio,
I think this year we had the first athlete who just took his whole salary in digital currency.
Who did that?
I don't have the name in front of me, but I was reading up on this
What kind of
Yeah.
athlete
about how
was
it's
he?
becoming.
It's a football.
Football player?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it was a football player.
It's that. Never mind. That was it.
But I don't want to at him in case he loses a bunch of money on the.
Oh, you already
on the
did.
Probably
I'm
lost
sure.
already money.
Yeah. So it's crazy because we're like, this is too volatile to take a risk on, but these companies are going
They insist.
yeah, they're going head first. And it's funny because sometimes that's gonna drive the market. Like, will this digital currency and digital items become too big to fail?
Yeah.
Because if everyone bets on them, like they're gonna ensure that they bounce back or they get inflated. I don't, it's hard to really even understand what economics as a whole, how it functions. But
Yeah,
I feel like digital economics is a whole other beast.
It's a
That's like
whole
you're gonna
different
have to
ballgame.
start teaching that in classes now. Like,
yeah,
they probably already do.
and it's like we've seen like so many like the housing crisis. We've seen the financial crisis.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a digital financial crisis, and these bubbles are gonna burst faster and faster because we can't even keep up with it.
My digital home's gonna go into foreclosure, and I'm not gonna know what to do.
You say that as a joke, but in the metaverse, it will genuinely happen.
Yeah,
you
that-
can own a house, and it could
That's
be taken.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
No. Yeah, but it's like
It sounds like a joke.
it
when
sounds
you
like a
say
joke,
it,
but that's like a straight
That's like a
serious thing.
real-
No.
thing.
Have you heard people explain what the metaverse is? And so I remember I heard someone talking about it. They were explaining to this couple, and one of them was like, "Oh, so it's like Fortnite."
You should just say yes and walk away.
And I overheard it, and I'm just like, I
Yeah.
laughed so hard.
It's just like
It-
Fortnite.
it's
And the guy was like, "No, kind of, no." but then he was also he had his whole spiel about trying to get them to invest.
So this trickles down, and these companies are making these financial decisions, all right? And now we've got into the thing that Link's been dying to talk about. We're right in the midst of Star Wars Celebration and announcements. And full disclosure, we're a couple of days, we're just right at the beginning when we're recording this. So if stuff breaks over the weekend, we're just going to respond to that like first day's panel and some of the announcements, the future of Star Wars that they've been talking about.
Yeah.
What caught your attention from all these things that are coming out of Star Wars Celebration?
I mean, I'm excited for this Taika movie or trilogy. Is it I don't know what it is, but I'm excited for whatever it is. Like,
I don't think they talked about that.
Yeah, did they
Yeah,
give
they
any
didn't mention
information
that.
on it?
You just
oh no, because I was reading an article and they were telling me everything that was coming out. So I'm not sure if they talked about it or they mentioned. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think
they made Ahsoka's headpiece
longer. How do we feel about that?
Shout out
cool.
Julian.
That's not Taika.
Shout out Papa Julian for being happy about that one.
Cool. Okay. It's weird now though, because it wasn't and now it is, which is fine. It's an improvement, but now there's inconsistency. Also, they rationalized it, right? They fought us on it. They were like, "No, it's just it's not practical. We can't do it." And I guess now they can.
I was hearing some stuff, and especially like I guess they were interviewing or talking to Kathleen Kennedy,
Mm-hmm.
and then she was going back like about like Solo, and talking about how we know now that you can't just get another actor to play such an iconic character.
Okay.
And I was like, nah, are you serious?
She's pooping all over
Like,
for
like
whatever
you're
his
just
name is.
like, no, but you're like,
Wait, but you're on that agenda though, because you hate Solo.
no, but he hates Solo for other reasons.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't hate her for that.
He would have loved it if
I
his
love
voice
Donald
still
Glover.
did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just.
Well, I
upset
think
that it was
you're
somebody
gonna
else.
still be able to love Donald Glover.
No, yeah.
I think we're gonna get that Lando series, so I don't even
We're getting
understand.
a Lando show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they announce that thing,
They
or
have
is it
not talked about it in
or is it
Star
the
Wars
same thing? Yeah,
Celebration.
or
Yeah,
is it a
yeah.
Taika Waititi thing?
That's canceled in like 2 months.
Why are we more excited about the things they didn't talk about?
Bro,
the
how long
first
did
day of
it
Star
take
Wars
Donald Glover to
Celebration?
make season 3 of Atlanta?
A long time.
Nah, but she was like going back on the Alden decision for
Mhm.
Solo, and I'm like, why would you say that? Like,
Again, for our listeners who don't know, the guy who played young Han in the Solo film.
I love Solo. I mean,
I
I guess
thought it was
people don't.
great.
I feel like a lot of
I
people
have a
don't.
hat.
I feel like a lot of you do have a hat. I feel like a lot of people don't like that movie. I guess because like they didn't like Last Jedi at all,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just like didn't watch it because they were boycotting it.
Right.
But I've known a couple people that like went in with those motives. They eventually saw Solo and they enjoyed it. So having Kathleen Kennedy double down like that and go the other way, and it's frustrating to see, because it's like, man, stick to your guns.
You
Yeah,
learned
you
the wrong lesson.
Stick to your guns. You're pandering to a fan base that's obviously like, they don't know what they want. There's so many different things.
They're
How
never
about-
gonna be happy.
Just don't talk to us. Just make the movies and the shows, I
That's
guess.
fine.
And that's what they info dumped, right? That opening panel, which by the way, I was trying to figure out if I could stream this opening panel. There was a huge discussion
I don't know, man.
on Reddit. They couldn't explain to me if it was before, after, or during. But whatever. We got the news. Some things. I'll just throw them out rapid fire. We have upcoming Andor.
Trailer dropped.
Yeah,
I
trailer
saw that
dropped.
trailer with you guys.
Yeah, we watched it
AK-47.
together.
That was cool. I saw an AK-47. It threw me off a bit.
They're not done with the special effects yet.
Yeah. They just.
That show's ruined for me.
Other than that,
It has a digital clip.
I'm pretty excited. I've been excited for that one for a while. Our
Not super insightful, the trailer,
No.
right? I was like,
Which I
okay,
think
it's
is
Star
good.
Wars.
Which
It's
I
a
think is
good
good.
trailer.
Yeah. Okay.
Except
but
for
it
the
did look
AK-47.
it did look different. It had a different feel to it.
Did it feel gritty on the ground?
Yes.
Yes, I like it. I like.
Rogue One.
Yeah, it felt like
It gave because there's a fine line when things in Star Wars get too like real world, like our real world, that
Mhm.
I don't like.
Really?
And I'm like,
I
then
would
they
like
also-
Star Wars to be a little bit
Do you
more
have
like
an
the real
example?
world.
but then they told. I think we've talked about this before. Like,
What?
I'm trying to think of an example where it's just a little too close to like our real world, like
So you're like, what's the point of telling the story?
like
in
Han,
Star Wars?
like no, like Han saying like, I'll see you in hell, and like
Yeah.
things like that. So when I mean in this sense, it's like
Ah.
it was a bit more visual.
Mhm.
In this sense, I don't know. I have to look back at the trailer. I've only seen it once, but it just also felt like it was a bit more realistic in some of
It
like
was the
the
AK-47,
props.
man.
And, nah, I mean
Threw
that was
it
one of them,
off.
but like
Threw it
and just
off.
the way that it felt. But at the same time, it's not something that like
You're not sure if it's Star Wars yet.
yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, there's a fine line. So
Right.
when I watch it, it's just like I'll make my decision there.
Right.
I'm not gonna judge a show based off one thing, like an AK-47,
Except for
like
She-Hulk.
Zombie Dad.
We'll judge it. No, I'm just kidding.
She just looks like she looks like maybe from Arrested Development to me.
But as Fiona from Shrek.
Yeah, just green.
Green.
Mando season 3. It's not coming out till February 2023.
Yeah.
February.
I-
February's not as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah, but it's still like
yeah, for sure. But
more than
Listen.
2 years after the last season of Mando.
Take your
nah,
time.
what are you talking about? I got like half a season of Mando in Boba Fett.
That is, well,
Take your
2
time.
episodes.
Finish
That's what I
it.
did.
Perfect it. Put that love into it. I don't care. I'll wait.
I
Okay.
heard they're going to. Well, I guess we figured that was gonna happen. But I heard
What?
we're going to Mandalore
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They gave a synopsis. We're going to Mandalore.
because they showed them a clip, right?
All snap. Here we
They
go
did, but we
again.
haven't seen it. But
Yeah,
that's what
must
they
be
said.
nice. Must be nice. This celebration sounds a lot better than the last two I went to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Were me and Gabe kind of salty about our celebration experiences in the past?
Bro, because how am I gonna watch something that I've waited hours in line for, and then for them to just drop it on YouTube,
You
like
know,
right there?
You know, Danny and Link living their life, this past week at MegaCon. Shout out to our bonus episode. You can go back and see that mini marathon.
I haven't
episode.
I haven't listened to it. I'm excited to listen to it.
Yeah, so he's too busy to listen to the very show that he's on, but that's cool. But yeah, we didn't love Celebration when we went. I'm happy for all the people over there. I know we're gonna get another season of.
Wait,
Bad
was that
Batch.
at me?
What?
Was that jab at me?
What? Which one?
That jab about me listening, not listening to the episode?
No, that wasn't a jab. I just really want to drive home how busy you are because it's not a jab at all. I just
Take
want
it
to.
personally. Attack back.
Hey, yo.
I'll let you, listen to it late because you're paying off my student loans when you become a doctor.
Okay.
My student loans are hitting next week.
I should have got student loans, and then you could have paid for them. I know we're gonna get another season of Bad Batch. We haven't all watched Bad
I
Batch.
haven't finished.
Eh.
Okay. It's a thing. It happens. Skeleton Crew. Jude Law's gonna play a series of 10-year-old kids.
He's playing all of them, right?
Yeah,
Is-
he is the 10-year-old.
You're
kid.
saying that, and each time I'm like, is this a joke? So
The
Is
show
it-
is about a ragtag group of 10-year-old kids, but the only person we know who stars on the show is Jude
so
Law.
he's the one adult.
Yeah, I
It's-
guess.
I don't think so. I
Right?
think
It's-
he's got to play a bunch
It's
of kids.
Star
I
Wars
think he's-
Stranger Things.
Is this animated? What is
No,
this?
it's like a separate batch of clones that they made. So it's like these
No.
like
I think it's a live action show, even though it sounds like an
It
animated.
sounds like
premise.
Star Wars Stranger
also
Things.
don't like the logo for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
if you can look up,
whatever.
put it in the show notes. The logo for
Don't like
there's
it.
no show notes. Stop. I'm gonna drop that joke. Skeleton Crew.
I'll probably say it next week.
Okay, cool. Just Google
Just
the
put that
Skeleton
in the
Crew
show
logo. You were talking about grounding Star Wars, making a realistic Star Wars movie, and that there's a limit to that. Well, we literally just came from watching what I think is the best Star Wars movie that I've seen in years.
Wait. Did you guys hear about this? Sorry to interrupt. I'm
Yeah.
literally doing this on the air. I'm sorry about this.
Okay.
Did you guys know Obi-Wan is dropping early?
I'm sorry.
Time to.
Wait,
When
give me
is
a
it drop-
second.
when
Let
is
me-
it dropping?
You know how they usually drop at 3 a.m. and no one's gonna stay up at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Isn't
typically.
it 6 a.m.?
No,
No. We were getting together to watch it at 6 a.m.
But the
it
episode
drops
drops
at
3 a.m.
I don't know if you wanted to come over at 3 a.m.
Oh my!
So I just got it sent to me. It's dropping at midnight tonight,
That's in a few minutes.
guys. Are we doing this?
See you next week, guys.
All
Until then,
All right.
keep on
Yeah.
searching.
Keep searching.
Okay, well, before we watch Obi-Wan, which I hope is going to breathe new life into Star Wars, we just
Dude,
watched
That's crazy.
watched
Our lives may change in the next.
Top Gun Maverick. Well, we're going to watch this back to back now. We just came from Top Gun Maverick, which was amazing, and we'll talk about its connection to Star Wars now. And we're going to go watch Obi-Wan.
This is
in
the
just a few-
best Thursday transitioning to Friday we've ever had.
Okay. Top
Yeah.
Gun Maverick. Real quick, what did you think?
I loved it. I don't know why believe me, I was excited for this movie
Mm-hmm.
when they announced that they were making it, which was like back in like 2017, 2018,
Mm-hmm.
because it's supposed to come out.
I almost joined the Navy because of this
True.
movie.
It was supposed to come out 2019,
Mm-hmm.
and so 2018, I think it was. I saw a Top Gun shirt. I'm like, I'm buying it. I'm gonna get ready for this movie. It comes out next year. Let's get it. 2019 comes around. We're pushing it to 2020. Pandemic goes around. 2022. Oh, 2021 and then 2022.
Yeah.
So I've been waiting a while, and that shirt has been collecting dust.
Is this the first time you wear it?
This is the first time I wear it. Well, I tried it on the first time, but like I was like, I'm only gonna wear this when I watch the movie.
And it's just been 2 years.
What are you gonna do with it afterwards? Now throw it away?
No, I'm
I
gonna
feel
wear
like
it.
you
No.
should burn it in celebration.
No, you should.
Well, I'm gonna wear it all the time. Did you watch that movie?
I think you should hang it like a flag
I
on a
agree.
pole. And I think you should
Guys-
salute to it in the morning.
Guys, I was not expecting. Like I knew I felt the movie was gonna be good, and I was excited for it. And even if it was bad, I still would have enjoyed it.
You love the original Top Gun?
Yes.
Okay. I don't even remember what happened in it. Link?
I've never seen Top Gun.
All right.
Watched it
Dan?
a long time ago. Don't remember anything.
Okay. I was like, yeah, they play volleyball and like Val Kilmer's in it.
And they fly planes and
They show flashbacks in this
Danger
one. Meg Ryan's in
Zone.
it. And I was like, Meg Ryan was in this movie?
Yeah.
You can't handle the truth. That's what I was expecting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Link thought that. What was it? You thought that You Can't Handle the Truth
Was from Top Gun.
was from Jerry Maguire, which you
Which
thought
was-
was Top Gun.
Yeah.
So you actually think like every Tom Cruise movie is the same
Yeah,
movie.
I thought Jerry Maguire was his name, and then Maverick was his nickname.
And that he argues with Jack Nicholson
yeah,
in court.
yeah, over what you can fly over.
after running impossible missions.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Sounds like a great movie.
I've never seen. So that's what I thought was until George corrected me today, and I was like, oh,
Oh.
I don't know what I'm getting myself into.
Yeah, I also love how like when these tickets dropped, I was the only one that was like,
yeah, full disclosure, the only reason we went was because Gabriel bought
Yeah.
us all tickets.
I didn't even want to go. I'm like, oh.
when the
But I
tickets
haven't
dropped,
seen-
when the tickets dropped, I'm like, oh, you guys got A-list. I'm just gonna get you tickets. You want to cancel them? That's on you. But I'm doing my due diligence.
I didn't want to go, but I haven't hung out with Gabriel, so I'm like, all right, let me.
I was indifferent.
Get some
I
Gabriel
was like,
time.
oh, this might be fun.
Dude, I've been waiting this movie for like 3 years.
And you
4
know
years.
what? It paid off because that movie was fantastic.
It was amazing.
I haven't seen the first one, and I thought this movie was great. Like I loved this movie.
You
Dude,
know,
if you
I'm-
love, yeah, go ahead.
I'm harsh with my rating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you.
Guys.
Yeah, we can tell.
The perfect movie exists.
That's-
It's a 10.
Yeah, it's the anti-Morbius.
It really is.
It's
It
like-
saved me.
It's the third time or second time Danny says that this year.
Yeah. So,
because it is like it's in the top 3 movies of the year so far.
that's fair.
Unironically, it is.
Yeah,
It's
no,
so
unironic.
good.
Listen, if you liked Top Gun, you're gonna love this movie. If you haven't seen Top Gun,
You're
like,
still gonna
love this
Lincoln
movie.
Yeah, it's just a great movie because you're not even gonna miss a beat. You don't know what happened in the first one. They make sure you
They
have
educate.
an
No,
idea.
they educate you very
Yeah.
well. And
Yeah.
this is the thing. I mean, I said it to you guys coming out of it, but I'll say it again. Like that movie is the epitome of why I go to the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like the experience, and like this is my recommendation right now. I'm telling you, go watch the movie and do yourself a favor and watch it in a premium format.
Yeah, if
IMAX
you have
or
a Dolby,
Dolby.
do it Dolby. If you only have an
Please.
IMAX, go to IMAX. Like, get a chair that's gonna boom you, because I felt like I was in the fighter
I
jet.
feel like I was on a cockpit. Like I was in there, like in the dogfights and doing like it was
The
amazing.
movie was so
The movie was
good,
beautiful
bro.
cinematically. I thought the music Hans Zimmer did fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I
I thought even Tom Cruise showed
Tom Cruise
range,
was so good.
vulnerability.
My dude is 60 years old.
Yeah.
And he's
That guy is
killing it.
60.
You know, he did like the stunt work like he usually does in movies. We know he does it in Mission Impossible and stuff, but he was actually in the jet.
That guy flies
so
fighter
cool.
jets.
Yeah, he flies fighter jets. The Navy didn't give him permission to fly the F-18.
Yeah.
He was in it though, right? But they do scenes with he's in another jet. He's flying those jets, right? Because not everything's literally in the F-18 in real life. But when he's in the F-18, he's in the F-18.
There's
And I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Like from the Mission Impossible movies to all the things that he's done, like he cares. Like he really does care about
He
this
really
stuff,
does.
and he really loves this stuff. Like,
And he has a death wish apparently.
And
'Cause
that's
some of
why-
the stuff he does is crazy.
but the Mission Impossible stuff, like
Climbing the
scaling
side
the
of the
Burj
building.
Khalifa,
Yeah.
the tallest building in the world.
holding onto
Nah, that's what-
the plane while it takes
The
off.
building was like for me, like
He
the building's
was
probably the
scaling
craziest.
Mia Khalifa?
The Burj Khalifa,
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a
the
famous
tallest building in the world
Yeah.
in Dubai.
in Dubai.
Oh, okay.
I know that, like that to me is crazy, but for me the most insane thing was like actually holding onto the side of a plane as it takes off.
Yeah, because it's like this isn't even a stunt. This is just you being insane.
Yeah, it's just,
And
at
he's
that
60
point, you're just like
Doing
why?
this.
Yeah, and he's got another Mission Impossible when we come out, and I'm gonna be there on day one.
Oh, for sure. The Mission Impossible movies just get better. Like,
Somehow.
I don't understand.
I'm going to start eating placenta.
Well, My cousin did that.
Context. Anybody got context for me, please? Because
I'll give you context from my life. I once opened my cousin's refrigerator and it was filled with placenta.
And
All right.
what is Link's context?
Can we?
there's that joke that Scientologists eat placenta.
It's not a joke. They eat
They
placenta.
do, and that's the reason. I'm assuming that's the reason why he's so young.
He's 60 years old, and he that guy looks like he's like.
Well, you know what?
please-
My
like he's
cousin
40.
looks great too. Because she's older than me and she looks way younger than me.
Lead with that. Please lead with that.
Not my
next
fault
time.
you weren't
Nah,
educated
that was a
as
great- that was-
Scientology.
that was a
Listen,
nice sound clip.
normalize eating placenta from your refrigerator.
For real.
Show
okay?
notes, guys. I can't explain how great this movie was. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. The people next to me, Zombie Dad and his brother Julian, who was very much alive. I was grabbing. I was just like, I mean, George knows. Like when I sit next to him, I'm very excited. I tend to like.
You were shouting at me. I was four
It's just
seats
the-
away from you. And you were shouting. I was just agreeing with you. I didn't know what you were saying.
Yeah,
I was-
George was like, "What did he say?" And I was like, "Because I was next to George, and I was like, I have no idea."
Unironically
Mia
cheering.
Khalifa? I don't know.
Oh my.
And also, you could do that because the jets were so
Yeah,
loud.
you
loud.
could, yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't hear it. It was.
But guys, like I found myself clapping randomly. It's a blockbuster. It's like
Bro, it's
so
fun,
great,
it's
bro.
why I
It's
go to the
fun.
movies. It's just the experience that I had
This might be the best movie of the summer.
was so.
Summer just-
Dude, you
right,
might be right.
I
You're
mean,
probably
yeah.
right.
Listen, Patty Jenkins is making a Rogue Squadron movie.
This
I
really
said
should
that
be.
so many times.
I want it to be this movie.
Yeah.
It has like I don't even care if it is this movie, and
Bro,
you just
Get
like
Tom
if you
Cruise
just like
to
do like
be the main
After
guy.
Effects, and then just put like X-wings instead of the fighter jets.
Just do like one of those like
You can
deep
do it.
fake.
No, honestly,
Because I mean, we won't get into like details in the movie for those that haven't
Right,
watched
it
it.
just
But they
came
have
out.
like go in and watch it and experience it, and I feel like you will if you're a fan of Star Wars,
You're
will
gonna see the
feel
influence, right?
that you just like I want this in Star Wars.
And I don't even know if it's like the Star Wars influence in this movie or is like Star Wars so influenced from real life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The other way, it was like if a new Star Wars movie was Finn and Poe in the relationship between Maverick and Rooster, I would be all for it. I was like, he's the grizzled older X-wing pilot. Here's the young brash. They're at odds and
It makes
they
me
have to
sad.
come together. This would be the most amazing movie.
No,
You'd
you can,
love those characters.
You can even do it with Harrison Ford as the old grizzly vet.
Okay,
I
now you're getting me
mean-
too excited. No, I think that would work.
You do?
I think it could have worked. Like,
I mean, that's never been Han's like thing though.
no,
Kessel
I'm just
Run?
you're talking about the relationship and stuff like that. But yeah, going back to like if it was X-wings, that would be. I don't care, bro.
Okay, that's what I want. I don't.
This movie has humor. It has action. It has crazy stunt work. It has a good human core.
It has heart.
It has.
It has
does have
emotional
heart,
beats
man.
that I think carry from the first film.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's the thing. You don't even have to watch the first film. I would suggest it if you like. You would definitely appreciate it more.
It also draws from real life, the real life experiences of the actors and their struggles. I don't want to give away too much, but Iceman's struggle in this movie reflects Kilmer's actual.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. He suffered from throat cancer and he can't speak, and he fought it for a couple of years. He's cancer free, but he can barely speak a whisper.
Oh wow, I didn't actually know that.
yeah. So that part of the character comes from his real life. It's
Oh wow.
They handled it well.
yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I thought he was just getting paid to say 26 words.
no. Yeah, and I thought
Best
that I had
job
to look
ever.
because I was like, well, this is such an interesting take. I wonder why they went this way. No, that's why you haven't seen Kilmer in a movie.
That makes
the
sense. I
past couple of
figured
years.
when they had done that, I was like, "There's a reason this
Yeah.
is happening."
And that's the thing. Like another reason why I enjoyed this movie so much. I was talking about it on the way back with the guys that I feel like recently a lot of the media has just been a lot of things at least that I've been consuming has just been very like CGI heavy.
Yes.
And maybe in certain ways where like it's a bit noticeable and I'm not really enjoying it
Mm-hmm.
as much. But this movie,
was
I
practical.
could appreciate the
Fresh.
heck out of this movie because there wasn't like I can't tell a point where there like obviously there was CGI involved, but I appreciate the fact that they go the extra mile to shoot them actually flying these planes,
Yeah.
to get the actual shots and to do these crazy stunts and things. And I've seen clips of how they filmed it and how they've done all these things. And I'm just like, man, this is such, I love everything about this movie.
CGI is also kind of like a it's hard to define because I know obviously you have to clean stuff up in computers.
Yeah.
But going into the movie, I heard that they were trying to avoid that as much as possible.
And
So
I love that.
what you
man.
see is what you
There's
see.
a purity and integrity to it that it's a
I mean, it
breath of
translates. It
fresh
translates.
air.
You see it on the screen, and it speaks.
yeah. So Top Gun, we loved it.
Check it out.
10 out of 10, man.
Better than Star Wars. So nobody fought me on that. Okay. Before we end today's episode and rush to go watch Obi-Wan suddenly, we have our recommendations. But before that, I want everybody to know this week we've launched our merch store. If you're interested, some of you guys have asked. You've been interested. There's a couple of options there.
We got merch.
Yeah, we got some logo gear on our merch store. Producer Dan went ahead and put that in the show description. It's in the show description for last week's bonus episode. Link and Danny go to MegaCon. It's also in this week's show description. So check that out if you're interested. If you think that'd be cool, help support the show. We're gonna be probably buying our own stuff because I don't know. Does that make us losers? I don't
No.
know.
I want a shirt.
Yeah.
I didn't get a birthday present.
The
from you
prices
guys,
are really
so-
good. So if I just
I'm
get somebody to
sorry.
pay it, might be more money to make it.
I love you.
So to
I didn't
wrap,
get a birthday present from you either.
I didn't get a birthday present from you.
Guys,
guys
so
are
we're all
adult.
giving each other.
yeah, let's buy each other merch, show merch, okay? And then watch those sales go through the roof.
I'm gonna buy the cheapest thing we have and give it to
Can
Danny.
I have the mug?
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna get
all I
the.
want.
No, I'm gonna
phone
give you the
case.
keychain.
There's no keychain.
There's no keychain.
Oh.
I'm gonna get the laptop.
The laptop or a case,
No,
Is that there?
we don't.
Yeah, it
Have,
is.
we're not selling a laptop.
just like a sleeve. No, I don't think they have a laptop.
Oh.
We're doing a giveaway for no.
an Xbox
Doesn't run.
Series X.
It doesn't run on Linux.
Oh, I want to put a
Ooh.
logo on the Series X. Anyways, it's May. We got our recommendations as we do at the end of every month. What are your guys' choices?
Top Gun,
That's
Maverick.
fair. I respect it.
That I was gonna say that
Appreciate it.
going into this. I was gonna say Top Gun. I thought maybe everybody did. I'm gonna. Go.
I mean, Link and I have.
Go
I
ahead.
have
ours.
one. Our recommendation for this month is How To with John Wilson.
Ooh, that's
You'll
good.
hear if you listen to Link and Danny go to MegaCon. We talk about it a little bit. Well, we watched it. We binged it. We loved it.
We loved it.
It's
I think it might be one of
yeah.
the best shows I've ever seen.
It's amazing. I
It's
love
such a
it.
fun.
You guys must be having the time of your life, watching the best movie you've ever seen, watching the
Oh,
best
it's been
shows
a
you've ever
great-
seen.
Bro. And we watch
Yeah.
Dairy Girls.
Mental health going
It's
up.
been a great.
Wait, like there hasn't been a new season come out.
No.
right?
No.
Oh, okay.
We showed it to Danny and he loved it.
It's so funny.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's funny. I started watching How To with John Wilson when we were doing the Academy Award binge in anticipation for Your Consideration, that episode. And when we watched the first episode, my wife was like, "This should win Best Short." And I was like, "Oh no, this isn't part of the binge. This is just a different show." It's just- so that's how good it is.
Oh
It-
boy, get ready, buckle up. It gets so good.
Okay. So, How To with John Wilson on HBO Max, Top Gun in theaters now, and my recommendation is Obi-Wan. I don't know if it's good, but I'm going to tell you in a couple of hours. So, till next time, keep searching, and we're going to go search for it on Disney+. Go, go, go!
Curse the mouse.